Even though I said I'd be playing a different game, man, it is so hard. I don't even remember how or why I managed to get myself to stop playing Breath of the Wild the way I did, but like, unless I can do a complete playthrough, it's just hard to move away. It's just got such a great and satisfying gameplay loop. Not to mention the mods I have put in such a nice and interesting twist to the game, even if the constant crashing leaves me infuriated more than I am having fun. What the fuck am I doing with my life? I always say this, but I'm saying it again. What the fuck am I doing with my life?
I was in resin, so might as well be picky. Another crit. Okay, this is usable. Crit damage with crit rate substats, so I'll keep it for now. Healing bonus, def, okay. EM, okay. HP, oh wait, that's the flower. Circlet, nah. Another flower, another goblet. HP, sands, EM, nah. Are you saving for anyone? I wasn't gonna pull for Candace,
I've always been
but I
doing
just did
controller
for some
checks
reason. I don't know. Her
during
voice is
this
hot.
loading
So
screen.
far, I haven't gotten any good artifacts. I need a sands piece and a goblet. Mostly sands, because the goblet, I'm pretty sure I could
Who
just
knows?
put a
Maybe I will
filler
still play
artifact
some
for
Maris
Cloud
Scalper.
Retainer, my beloved. Cloud Retainer do be a jilt though. Yo, it's Ayaka's birthday? Yeah, true. Actually, Ayaka's birthday. Which is partly the reason I'm farming this domain. Farming for my
Definitely a MILF.
Farming for my DPS. Candace. Okay, another goblet. Hey, yo! What the? Okay, this is potentially gonna replace my goblet. Let's save that for now.
The EM
HP,
isn't all that good.
Another goblet.
There aren't that many
Damn, wait, what?
cryo
goblet.
characters that
Substats are not that good,
have
so pass on that
Blizzard
one.
traders
Energy
their best in
recharge,
slot
sands.
that would benefit from
Nah.
having EM.
Another circlet, healing bonus, bruh. Goblet? Yo, okay. Usable. My current feather is still better, so pass. C2 Candace? Nah, I can't afford a C2 Candace. Okay, no. Wait, should I go HP Sands? I feel like it's better though. Let me actually read her skills. Will deal 0.5% increased damage for every 1000 points of HP. So maybe I'll go
Let's
HP
go.
Sands. Yeah, with a Benny boost, because Bennett's just gonna increase
Back
attacks.
here, eh?
Yo, another crit damage
First time
with crit
trying
rate. Let's
the
save that.
other
Yo,
type of
wait, this
best
one has
course you
potential
can
for
get.
sure. So we'll lock
Let's
that.
see how that
Two
plays out.
flowers. Nah. Why is it always flowers? I feel like the Sans piece have been pretty minimal so far. Okay, pass on this again. I mean, Candace is a 4-star, and I thought she was a 5-star, so I was initially not gonna be pulling for her, but here we are now. Candace just has that 5-star energy. HP Sans? Kinda good. It does have flat HP as well. Crit damage, I think this is fine. Let's keep that. Goblet for pyro damage. Sans, we'll pass up on that. Cryo Goblet, Def, Heart of Death, nah. Ooh, 2 feathers, but I already have a pretty good feather. Yo, wait, what? Let's lock that. Feather, nope. Another nope. Damn, 3 cryo goblets. Def, nah. HP, nah. EM, okay. Attack percent, circlet, okay, nah. Okay, that's everything. It's artifact upgrade
right,
time.
let's
Let's
check my
start
PS.
with the flower. I think I'll stick to this one, just because it has crit rate, crit damage. Feather... Wait, this one is actually pretty good. It has HP percent as well, and some attack mixed in. This one, let's try to level it up. Crit rate, okay. Another crit
The
damage.
money she gives will be
Copium time?
useful.
Nah.
Well, actually,
no
she
copium.
gives
I've
an
been
Endura
nothing but
carrot,
lucky this stream,
which
so-
I really don't
See?
think is worth it.
HP? Hey yo! HP? Hold on. I'm definitely gonna have to
But
mix
what
and
can
match
you do?
because crit damage here is pretty high, crit rate is pretty low, but right here, the crit rate, crit damage is pretty balanced. Plus it has a lot of HP percent. I think this is the only one I had for HP. Let's hope it goes to crit damage. I'm gonna have to balance it out later on, so that was flat attack. Crit damage? Let's go, because I am gonna be rocking a crit damage, or a crit rate circlet, so having like more crit damage on the substats, I think is better. Fuck, that was death. Bruh, I have no better HP Sans right now, so this one's probably gonna be it. God damn it. Okay, that's fine. It's the only one I have anyways. Goblet. This is the only one I have, so if not, then energy recharge could be useful. Wait, never mind. My weapon's gonna be energy recharge substat, so HP percent. Okay, energy recharge. Okay, another energy recharge. Let's see if I could give her a filler crit rate one. Wait, this could work. Just steal that. It has HP, flat HP, HP percent, and then crit damage. I think this is the build. So if I run
Alright.
down this.
Now that's a spear.
Let's see your stats first. 14k HP, 59, 109, ER 162. I guess that's fine. Okay.
This is an
Okay, I'm gonna say
acceptable
this now. Her
loadout.
attack speed is kind of slow. I mean, Skyward Spine does give 8% crit rate. Wait, it actually also increases attack speed. This team could work. Okay. Okay, 3k. Not too bad, actually, for a level 1 talent. That was definitely more of Yunjin for the damage there. But hey, a level 40 Candace beating up level 90 mobs sounds good to me. I could do a Vaporize team too, but I feel like that's gonna be much harder because if I use a Vaporize team and I use Jangling, Jangling's just gonna eat up all of the melts. But it's definitely...
Come on guys, everybody sing! We'll increase our cheat powers. It's what the mask is! That's what the point of the mask is! How many people do you think I'm gonna offend with this video? Alright guys, the final shrine on the Great Plateau. We are right on the world record speedrun's tail right now. We are so close to beating this. I am just that good at this game, guys. So many people in the comment section doubted me that I'd be able to do this. Can't believe that.
Yo, why are they blue?
What's that taste like?
A few minutes later.
Huh,
It has actually come to my attention
I thought they'd be red.
that,
Right, in master mode, they're...
speedrunner here
Oh my.
he beat the game before I could get the paraglider using cheats. You know what, guys? That won't get me down, because what would Dream do in this situation? You know what he'd do? He would
Oh my god, even a pebble would kill me right now.
Some more cheats. Right after this commercial break.
My name is Ganon, did nothing wrong, and welcome to my show.
What, Donnie, what you doing? I think he's pretending to be a YouTuber and recording one of his dumb videos again.
Run! Leave me alone, I'm trying to teach the people how to speed run.
Now, let me be clear. I don't
Oh, frick.
Yeah, Barry, just look at the guy. I don't think he is in any shape to do any type of running. I see why he likes guns, because you're both big.
Shit.
Probably just wants to beat the
Perfect, fuck, I had a fairy.
Zelda by the...
Yo, calm down, Joe. What the heck, Joe? I know you ain't talking, you're so old you look like Ganon from Tears of the Kingdom. If he was left outside Manila, Minnesota during a blizzard, you wrinkly white freak. And Obama the type of dude to stop playing the game after getting the bomb ruined because he thinks he got the best item and beat the game. Holy crap. Sleepy Joe, I didn't forget about you. Every time you play this game, it's a miracle you even make it out of the Shrine of Resurrection. Because I know you think Link being naked and asleep is the best part of the game.
Ah,
Hey, this is supposed to be my video. Alright, so you're probably really curious about what is this next cheat we have on. And we should have the paraglider already. We don't gotta do the shrines anymore. I'm already ahead.
whoa, 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 whoa,
Last
whoa.
attempts. Oh, come on.
Harassing
I don't got
people
time.
on horseback
French
with a
Zelda, come on.
spear.
Listen, I know you want links
Not
to that, but
cool.
you gotta move on. Because
You know,
we
oi,
have the
call people
paraglider
like you,
already, we should
Not
just be
cool. And uncool people get killed
You're already ahead of even
with
the
laser
record speedrunners, right?
swords.
The only issue is, unlike the world record
Capiche?
speedrun, I don't know how to do. Oh no, I don't know how to. Oh, this is bad. I need a horse. Oh, that was bad. We gotta move, okay? These speedrunners can fly, and I know you can't fly, horsey. You ain't got wings. Pegasus. Come on, we can do it.
Not bad.
We're beating the world record right now. I
It
wanna
seems
be able to do
Hyrule
this without
Rebalance made it so
Dream.
that these guys give way better awards,
My
which is
man.
I
great.
just got my ear pierced, and on the way back, I was like texting Carl from Mr. Beast. I don't know if you guys know him.
Huh.
Oh, hi! I did not expect you here. welcoming committee is here in full force. I might have to abandon my horse buddy. Yep, I gotta abandon you. I'm sorry. They're after me, horse buddy, not you. You'll be safe. Can I just walk right through this? Ugh, okay. Maybe not. That's too steep. Okay. We don't take any damage.
I should just sell these.
But it slows you down. Nice. That's gotta feel really weird
I
on your
believe
feet
that's
there.
fine.
Like, how does that feel? I like walk through slime. Yuck. It has been so long since I've actually done like a straight in or been in the castle at all.
I'd like to get another feather soon. Or fairy.
Can I please just go like around this somehow? Oh, this guardian is just in my way. I need weapons. Why did I not grab a single weapon yet? Maybe I can do this fast enough. Wait, it's not hurting me anymore. Good. I don't remember where the heck I need to go. I know where a bow is, and so I think I know where some ancient arrows are. Those are like the two big things I need. Can I get in there?
I have a
I don't think I
plan.
can. This way, right? Oh, crap. Oh no, see, this is bad. I didn't strategize, like, where to go. I just was like, oh, the cheats will carry me. What is in this chest again? Please tell me, is this ancient arrows? That's not gonna help me, no! Crap! Okay, there's a bow here. Can I kill you with this?
Okay, the hope here is that Beetle will give me something.
There we go, we got the
That
bot. We got
sells
to
for
try out
more.
our,
Also,
the
what-
arrows. And
I could have
super
sworn
fast
I had.
bow.
Did I already use
I
them
need
to
a
cook some
fire.
attack ups? And have
Bad.
I already used those
Oh, this is
attack
bad.
ups?
What am I doing? I'm throwing for content, guys. I'm throwing. I'm sorry. Oh, I don't think I'm gonna do this at this point. You're gonna fight. Jump down. There you go. Slide. Do it again. Okay. He's not here yet. He's what? The speedrunner? He hasn't even gotten his paraglider yet. Time to fight Ganon. Victory proud. So the speed run does kill Wind Blight instantly. I don't do that glitch, so that's gonna make us slow down. We have to hit fair and square, and by fair and square, I mean not super fair and square.
Alright, I bought that for
Oh, not this.
15.
No. Oh man, I really wish I didn't get knocked over. Why don't they just start spinning right now?
And
Yeah,
I can
have
sell
infinite
for
stamina, I don't have to worry
45.
about that.
Alright,
Just keep
I
spinning,
found a
keep
way to
spinning.
destroy the economy using
The
Beetle's
speedrunner is
Beetle
approaching
fat
the
ass.
castle. Oh no. I just realized the issue, guys. The issue is, I don't have a boomerang, and the boomerang is kind of like how we can win against Thunderblight really easily. Oh no.
Maybe I should get a bow.
Don't worry. Watch this. Take this. My machine gun arrows. My machine gun arrows. Yes. Oh, that's why my aim. I wish my aim was better. Come on. There we go. Woo. Man, who knew they had full auto in Hyrule? For technology advance. Wait, we don't have bombs. Wait, no, I didn't think this through. What'd I do? Is he invincible right now? Do we need bombs to beat Firelight? Oh no, what'd I do? Not just invincible without bombs.
I'll get the
See?
bow.
Oh, did I
As
not
for the
think this through?
shield, metal
No!
shields are. I mean, it's got good durability.
What about this? Oh, I guess we can't beat him without bombs.
Why not?
Let's use bombs. Let's see what he does. Yeah, I think he uses bombs, yep. Look how Link gets jump scared by the huge light turning on. Okay, for real, I want to get this glitch. I'm gonna watch how he does it. Oh, come on, Link. Oh. Why can't I stay up there?
I gotta pee.
Bud! Link, you screwed! Slide down. Oh my. Relics of the Past. There is a ancient arrow. There, oh my god, an ancient arrow. These rocks right here. I'm gonna be so mad. The Relics of the Past screw me up. Gosh, dang it, Relics of the Past! Oh, I know for a fact there's ancient arrows in there in Relics of the Past. Hopefully I have an easier time getting a horse this time. Come on, don't run away from me, please. I swear, horse. Friends. Ah, no, we're not friends! Crap! Blorse. It's a Blorse. It's a blue horse. He's back. Oh my god.
Perhaps I should cook some things.
Okay, I might have to abandon Horse Buddy soon. I mean, Horse. This is not Horse Buddy. This is a brand new horse. Horse. Okay, I had to jump off here. Okay, thanks, Horse. I'll go on without you. Where's Steamer? Oh no, he's already at Hyrule Castle. He just got there. Oh, he's ahead of me. I wasted that much time getting the bombs. Don't give up. Dream do. Alright, I'm just going through the same exact spot as last time, getting the same
Or not.
bow and arrow with the same weapon as before. Get up, Link, come on. Stop it. It's not time for stop, drop, and roll, okay? I know you're on fire, but not the time. Jump, kill him. There we go. Grab his weapon. No, not that. His weapon, not the guts. He already started fighting Ganon, guys. He already started fighting Ganon. I don't know if we can beat Ganon faster than he can, because he skips like the first phase here with Wind Blight. He doesn't even fight him with this glitch. But we have infinite arrows, and we can shoot them really fast. That may be our saving grace. I don't know. What? That is bullcrap. He just what? He just.
Normally the duration of the food
Was
buffs
that
don't
Power
really
Balls
matter.
Instinct?
But since we have the rules where in combat we can't
Oh boy, we're on Water Blight
eat
phase 2.
food and stuff,
He's
duration
on
really
Thunder Blight.
matters. And as such, elixirs and stuff with their longer duration
go.
and Hyrule rebounds is such a huge boon. I really like this.
That was
And the
fast.
base
We had
Breath
it,
of the
like,
Wild
still
is already hard
Now,
enough.
this is why
The
we
only
got
reason
bombs.
I'm seeking
Alright,
harder
okay, we're
challenges
behind.
is
We need to
because
catch
I'm
up,
already
man.
super good at the
This
game.
sucks.
But man, it
There we
could
go.
have been
This
like
is
this
honestly going to
from
be
the
the
very
hard one.
beginning.
I'm not really sure I can't shoot
That
him
would
with
have
my
been amazing.
arrows like I can with everybody else, and I don't have my trusty boomerang to break all of his stuff. Actually, I can do that though at least. I won't be able to do that when he charges it though with electricity. That is a shame. Oh great, she just started fighting Dark Beast Ganon, guys. It's over. It's over. We can't. Ow! Oh man. Oh, what's he doing in this situation? I don't even have magnesis. This. Does he ever come down? Does he not come down unless I have? What if I get behind him? Oh, I can't get behind him. Just camp up there? Oh my. Okay, I think the run's over.
I can't
guys.
very
I didn't know I
easily
needed
just
all these
live off
things,
of
man.
the
There's
well-worn
no way I can hit him. I can
sets
see
for
he just
now.
blocks every single shot, and even with my super fast arrows, his shield never breaks. That's overpowered. Come on, please. How are you block? I'm literally shooting you. What are you? What? This is some bullcrap. You are a hacker. You are a cheater, says me. Are you inspired by Dream 2? Maybe we can be best friends like Ganon. You know, who needs the world record speedrun? We can have friendship. But, once again, guys, and it was what would Dream do? Even more, I got one more thing up my sleeve. It's time we finish this. For the original to beat the world record speedrun, I discovered something while making this video. Turns out,
Again, their
my
voice is
totally
horrible.
long-time arch rival did not just make up this video points group. Already made a video just like this. At first, I was disappointed, but then that gave me a new idea. I have got to beat Point Crow down too, using cheats. He beat the game in 4 minutes and 42 seconds. To beat this time was going to be tough. So what was left with only one option. To call for backup. Backup from the one man I knew I could trust to create the ultimate Breath of the Wild mod. Waikuteru. I then entrusted Waikuteru with the task of creating a cheat that would let me beat the game as fast as possible. And after hours of hard work and dedication, oh, did he deliver. Alright guys, oh my gosh, okay. Time for the grand finale! Waikuteru and Mr. Nice Guy teamed up for an even more powerful crossover than the Adventures. Almost a little too powerful because I was going to handle that speed there. But Player 5 and Point Crow, you're both going down. This chest will get me the paraglider right away. And all I can do is step further, and look what happens. We're already at Dark Beast Ganon. Oh, okay, game, don't freeze on me. Get the bulb lights. Wait for it. Now! There we go, stop the timer. We successfully beat Breath of the Wild in 1 minute and 23 seconds. Or whatever the timer says in the video. Hate that! Point Crow, Player 5, Mr. Nice Guy's got the world record speedrun in Breath of the Wild. Oh yeah, Child's a dream, my role model. If you guys enjoyed this video and want to see more, make sure to like and subscribe. Also, send in your fan art either in my Discord server or on Twitter. My name's Mr. Nice Guy and I talk to you later. Shoutouts to Ashton, Alistar, Allison, Amro, TBR, Goldie, Jessica, Nintendo Boy, Sukat, Odd, Mighty Burrito Man, Jammy, Sandra, Rescape, Velvet, Finn, Future, Quinn, Cheese, Greg Gaming Game, Neve, Tristan, Dark Noodles, Fluffy Deer, Melissa, Ketchup, Happy Samurai, Aiden, Avoid Possum, Brooke, and Laura for supporting on Patreon, or being a member on my channel.
There's supposed to be a... There it is. Actually, these... I don't think these are... Not bad. Well, I suppose I can just manually set up my own camp. No big deal. Ooh, look at these restrooms. No. Whoops. I meant to save. Hello there. What the?
The only weakness to Superman in modern era would just be kryptonite. It does not exist. It's not a real.
True!
You can just rob a bank and there is nothing they can do.
Yeah, I think you just become God. There's no kryptonite. Yeah, 100%. Everything think Batman, dumbass, nerd, hell, loser, get out of here.
Would you rather have to skip instead of walk or run at all times? Or sprint everywhere? You normally walk, jog, or run to. Dude, how much fucking stamina do you think I have?
You're saving a lot of energy by getting there faster.
That's how it works. The only negative to skipping everywhere is that people make fun of you. That's enough, actually.
I mean, we're on Twitch right now, so like,
I can't be made fun of for skipping. Would you rather be a unicorn or be a what the fuck kind of question?
Would you rather be Gandalf or My Little Pony?
Or fucking Twilight Sparkle? Well, we already know my answer.
Yeah, alright, well, fuck it. That's what I thought.
I want to feel more okay.
Okay, alright. Everybody did all the jokes 11 years ago.
Would you rather bring John Lennon and George Harrison back to the life, or go back to 1963 and go to every Beatle concert?
I'm going back to 1963 and I'm killing the Beatles.
Wish there was a neither option. Most overrated
Let's
man
go,
of all time.
Katie.
That guy's so brave. Would you rather live in an
Hello
anime
again.
or live in a Disney cartoon? We could live in an anime, and then you could live in Persona, and then we could see in
But
Japan.
that anime's bad.
Japan is not Japan.
Guys, this is just like Persona.
They restock instantaneously. Although that's fair enough considering rupees come out much rarer.
Would you want to live? What is one that is vastly different from just living normally but in a different time
Does
period?
Pixar count?
Do you want to be a toy?
No.
A car?
No.
A plane?
No. I forgot about that one.
A bug?
No. Well.
A dinosaur?
Wait, which one's the dinosaurs?
Good dinosaur?
What the fuck is Good Dinosaur?
The movie that was the worst one they've ever made. The reason why you've never heard of it is because it was terrible.
But I thought Pixar only made bangers. I want to live in Ratatouille world, is what I'm saying.
Would you let yourself be Ratatouille?
Yeah.
Sorry.
No Pixar?
No Pixar won't.
Lilo and Stitch.
But he's in Hawaii and you are in Oklahoma.
We'll go. It's like, what, a 12-hour plane ride?
But in anime, I could be Jaden Smith, the Jaden Smith anime.
I didn't think about being in Neo Yokio. I love that show. I changed my mind. I want to live in an anime. I want to live in Neo Yokio.
Neo Yokio is where the big Toblerones.
Yeah, it's the big Toblerones, and I get to be like a blood wizard. That show's really weird.
Oh boy, girls in anime have. Well, at least he knows what he wants.
True. Yeah. I just want to like Google all of these usernames so I can like find them on Twitter or something. See if they've changed.
Be stuck in a room with dead bodies or eat 5 spiders. Do I get to eat the dead bodies?
Do I have to eat them?
No, I'm asking if I
Oh,
can.
okay. Like if it's just like on the table.
Yeah, like he said, is there like a reward for this stuff? Like at the end of it, can I bring the bodies home?
Well, if there's a reward, why?
So we can eat them? So
Oh, okay. Cool. That's normal.
Anyways, yeah, I'd be so fun.
I'd eat the spiders, honestly.
That would not fun.
It's just so fast. Okay.
Oh, but they would not kill you.
Exactly.
But not
It's
even
fine.
risk.
It's just eating some bad crunchy.
The dead bodies could actually be fun.
No.
It never meant that the bodies would completely matter to state of decay. They might have died in a way of a heart attack, let's say 21. If you
Wouldn't get bored. Oh! That person deserves the ban, alright? That one, ban on a list. That's fucked up. 3 hours later, you get a horse.
Would you rather get electrocuted for 10 seconds or get slapped 20 times? Getting slapped is not even that bad.
It's not that bad.
It's not that bad.
It's not that bad.
It's not that bad. It's not that bad. It's not that bad.
It's kind of hot.
Getting
It's not that bad.
If you were a screen character in real life, would you rather be James Bond or be Doctor?
Be like racist misogynist. Be Dr. Who.
You'd be like Sean Connery.
Yeah. Racist misogynist. Yeah, I want to be James.
Would you rather lose your front teeth in a skateboarding accident or break your hands on a
Oklahoma. So like I can rock the no teeth look and still get my fire.
No one would question.
Yeah, no, there's like, oh yeah.
It's just a faster way for the liquor to get in.
Yeah, exactly. That's fucked up. They're insane.
No.
Oh, we gotta start reading these more often.
Would you rather live in ancient Greece or live in ancient Egypt? So I'm Jewish, so the Egypt option is just like no.
Right, that's fair. Also, desert sucks. Plagues sucks.
Desert suck. Being a slave, kind of weird.
No. We don't know that you'll be a slave. I'm just saying, there are some people that are sitting pretty ancient.
Greece is awesome. I can watch them like kill Socrates.
Their
for
life,
just
their
being-
problem, their death.
Deserved. Honestly.
Let's go, sacrifice virgins, no more philosophers. Would you rather live in a castle or own a yacht?
I mean, like, is yacht not the obvious answer?
I think yacht might be the obvious.
Yacht's the obvious answer.
Yacht's kind of
Have
the
you ever
obvious.
been on a yacht?
Yeah.
Fucking rock.
It's fucking
It's
awesome.
so sick.
Oh, I want to live in an old house. No, I want to be. There's no fucking internet or power there.
It's an old house. It sucks.
And when the Great Flood comes in,
Which
the
we know what's
castle's
happening.
when the castle's gone, buddy, the yacht it goes over.
It clears.
It goes over.
clears.
It literally goes over. It clears. Think about it like this, alright? This is gonna blow your mind, okay? One.
I'm gonna change my answer. I live in a castle where I never have to hear about anime ever again.
Would you rather never touch a computer again or never touch a person of the opposite sex?
Easy. Yup.
Easy.
Go next. It's a fun game. That's what we're doing.
Would you rather see the future or change the past?
See the future. I'll make a lot of money. I don't give a fuck about the past. If I change the past, I might accidentally make the Nintendo Wii not happen, and I can't live in that reality.
But if you change the past, you can make the Nintendo Switch not happen.
I'm going for Nintendo like early on. I don't know who founded that company, but it's on site.
Would you rather be a content failure?
Content failure. You are a content failure. Would you rather be a content
Whoa.
failure or an unhappy success?
I already went through this. I don't know why I'm getting surprised again.
Like W content, but you want to kill yourself.
If I'm an unhappy success, is that right?
Yeah, right. I buy a house, I invest,
Yeah, I
and then I go hit him.
Yeah, like the money can buy therapy. Would you rather be a dinosaur or be a normal? This question's epic.
This is the most Reddit question we've done
What
yet.
time does the narwhal make it?
I guess I'd rather be a dinosaur.
Excellent big dinosaur.
Accidentally, you wanna be that dumb, stupid whale that's gonna run.
There's a song for it. Plus, I'm literally the Reddit
For
identifier.
Reddit? Okay.
Plus, I can also be the Reddit identifier question. Would you rather save 2 family members or save 10,000 strangers?
I need this to be more specific to
You wouldn't be able to choose.
Adam, I think a lot of them suck. I think I gotta go with the greater good here.
Yeah,
It's not because
this is
I
like the
hate
trolley
anybody.
problem.
Yeah, no, 10,000 strangers, easy.
They'd forgive me.
But what if they also suck? What if 10,000 Redditors?
I would still say come on, would you rather pick the helix fossil or pick the dome fossil?
Don't care.
We know the answer.
I don't.
We know the real
Whichever
answer.
one's Kabutops.
It's the
No, don't. Do it. Yeah? Uh-huh? Praise him or whatever?
helix senses regards. I would freaking love memes. What could monkey?
I'm actually kind of worried about. What he might
What
be
could
saying.
he possibly? Would you rather get $20,000 worth of jewelry or $10,000 worth of electronics?
How controversial. I'm taking the jewelry. It's selling to some freak for like twice what I get. No, 100%.
That's so pretty bullshit.
Pick what you've got, and you can't
But I'm not
say-
exactly complaining.
Oh, okay, electronics.
The electronics.
Yeah, no, jewelry
Not
is
this
good.
girl.
It does not.
Like, you know how this chain costs? Like,
Dude, $20,000 worth of jewelry is still not even a roll.
yeah,
That's still not even
That's like
a one piece. Would you rather only be able to meow yet live 9 lives?
So
or
would
be
you
able
rather
to-
be a cat and like you have 9 lives, or do you want to be normal or do you want to be a freak?
It just reminds me of that TikTok I showed you today. The girl. Your piss smells like McDonald's French fries, or your poop smells like Burger King.
Burger King Whopper.
But that would be like if somebody walked into the bathroom and smelled it, they would accuse you of being.
That's fine.
I would not.
That's fine.
I could not live with the fact that people think I would do.
I just want Burger King, other than it's trash.
What McDonald's? It'd be like my piss smells like McDonald's French fries.
Dude, this sucks. This sucks so bad.
A large number 2.
Hey, let's go.
Thank you, Big Tony. My friends
Alright, yeah, sure.
Would you rather marry a 10-year-old and have a faithful relationship while receiving $100 million a year or not?
I think you know. No! Would you rather the world be full of atheists?
Motion control's sucking right now.
One of these is already real. Things aren't going great.
This would be perfect.
If you ended all religion, it'd probably be better.
The world of atheists. Okay. Thanks, Kirby. Oh my god, dude. Oh my god. Oh my god. Oh no. Oh no. Hey, you know what's this crazy thing about the side?
For $10,000, did you play GoldenEye for the Nintendo 64? Be honest.
No. Would you constantly have a 40-pound weight on your shoulders or constantly a 10-pound weight on your feet?
This isn't much.
It's the feet one.
It's the feet one. I just have like sick calves.
The other one is just eternal back pain.
Hey, do you want to fuck up your spine and your bones, or do you want to have big shoes? Kingdom Hearts shoes.
Would you rather be a vampire who can transform into a bat, or be a ghost that can only possess appliances? Okay.
I can have some fun with that.
That one's
I can have some fun with that one. I like going outside.
There has to be a way to recalibrate, right?
I could be a refrigerator that just randomly opens the door.
Dude, I would just turn off my neighbor's TV like, all the time. I
I'd
was watching
change it.
shit really loud.
I'd change it to a better show.
Sometimes I'm weird or watching YouTube videos. But I'm like, I've seen that one.
There
That
we
thing
go.
sucks.
Would you rather listen to only one song for the rest of your life, or listen to no music for the rest of your life? The song would play some everything on the radio. This is weird music.
It's like you go into like it's like bopping around. And like,
That'd be really funny.
yeah, you can't have rhythm.
We go to a rave.
Wait, you can think of like a normal like conversation.
So does it just like fully mute? Because that means like you would just hear everybody just like tapping their feet on the rave,
Yeah,
but you
pretty
would not
awesome.
hear the fucking song.
Yeah.
I don't want to listen to music for
That's
the rest of my life.
honestly, yeah. Honestly, it's a power.
Life is so much funnier than life. Would you rather be able to freeze time for 1 hour every 24 hours, or be able to replicate one thing and it disappear?
Like, disappears bullshit power. I want to freeze time. I'm just gonna rob things. Half of these are just gonna do you want to rob a
But you
bank?
could like just spawn $1 billion.
It disappears.
It's not my problem. I spent it.
Well, it's gonna be your problem when it disappears.
It's not. How are they gonna track it?
You might be honest.
What money are they gonna use to track me with? But
Might be honest.
money spending quick. That's what I'm saying.
Yeah, no.
Okay, and it's weird. Also, it's a thing.
Misogyny spotted.
Would you rather have your house burned down by a fire-breathing dragon, or have your house blown down by the big bad wolf? Honestly, the big bad wolf blowing down the house.
It'd be kind of funny. Yeah, like I think it'd be cooler to see a dragon, but like I have to like it's like I'm imagining all my walls come down. I'm like in the shower. There's like bubbles over my dick, and I'm like holding a big brush, like oh.
The fire, like, there's no way I get anything.
No. Do you have insurance?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's.
But like the blown down, like, is still also covered by
I live
insurance.
in Oklahoma.
And there's a chance
they
that
literally blow our shit down.
yeah, and there's a chance that my shit get like I can get my shit back.
like just replace it.
Like if he fucking blows my house down, like my PC might just be fine.
I'm looking.
A chance.
But like, just get it.
I don't want to replace fucking Donkey.
Just do
I
it.
can't replace Jiren.
That's true. That one, you gotta take out a specific policy on that guy. That guy's priceless.
Would you rather fight Apollo Creed or fight Ivan Drago?
Boring.
Boring.
I have to introduce you. It's you and your Chad.
If you were trapped in a cave, would you rather be trapped with a tame tiger or a rabid squirrel?
Look at these super fruits. Para sa akin, super delicious.
It's you and your Chad.
If you were trapped in a cave, would you rather be trapped with a tame tiger or a rabid squirrel?
Rabbit squirrel. I can own that shit so easy.
Yeah, but one bite you lose.
That's not true.
One bite you got.
You don't know that.
It's a tamed tiger.
Yeah, I've seen so many videos of like tamed tigers killing a guy or like brutally maiming
You
somebody.
just stay away from it.
It's not dude.
It's tamed.
It would totally. Cats love to approach a guy.
Not a name one cat.
Or a cat. Your cat. I try to ignore your cat. He's like, what's up with that? I'm gonna get up in his shit.
I would bet the tiger. It's tame. It's
Yeah,
awesome.
I don't.
Would you rather be a piece of toast for a day? That would be a toaster and be used
Yeah, a tamed tiger is still much safer than any wild animal, no matter how safe they naturally are.
Can you perceive the world around you, or do I just wake up and I'm like, yo, you were toast on Thursday?
Astral project.
Any tamed animal is better than an untamed animal.
It's just only a day. That was clarified.
Yeah.
Would you rather have met
That's
Jesus or be Confucius?
what I think, at
He's
least.
just a real guy. He's just a philosopher.
Who knows, I could be
What
wrong.
are you saying about Jesus?
Well,
My personal Lord and Savior.
well, if I meet him, he's not some guy. If I've been proven wrong here, and he can actually turn water to wine, then like,
It's not that. Just saying.
put that shit in a barrel.
Yeah, you just.
Confucius is Chinese. Oh yeah.
We have nothing to talk about. Would you rather live on a wonderful island but you're alone, or live with other people at the worst place on the planet?
It wouldn't other after die.
Yeah, I'd kill myself.
I could have a friend named Winston.
Try that again.
Show up for lunch.
Okay, sure. Yeah, no, you got it.
Would you rather have the first name refrigerator or the
These
first
are
name
still gonna be
dishwasher?
good, so.
Refrigerator is funny. Dishwasher is derogatory.
My name's DW.
With this name, I will get into politics. Your refrigerator is running for presidency, so he's got a
Now,
point.
a little too lofty of a goal right there, but I think you can get like city council for like states that are like super easy with the gimmicking.
I mean, purposely, if you had to die, would you rather die of people death done in history or die of AIDS?
What does that mean? Like I accidentally fuck up so bad that I die quietly, but it like ruins, I don't know, Ohio, like entirely. And you're like, oh, that's the dickhead that fucked up all of Ohio.
And Hitler took a pill.
Well, yeah, I don't know.
If you were American, would you rather be
Walking away, dude. 360 and walking away. Yeah, this is an orange atheists. Atheists are good.
atheists are, there's no prejudice they go through.
No, I'm
If this was gamers instead, then it would be
Yeah,
a different question.
yeah.
Would you rather poop rainbows or vomit rainbows?
vomit rainbows because I can puke in front of you and not feel weird about it, but if I took a shit in front of you, I would. But like, I
you could
would
see
want to show this off.
But you could see the rainbows every day. You want as like a rare.
Yeah, it's pretty true. Like, I think that would be fun. Like, hey guys, check this out. And I just like,
You get alcohol poisoning and die.
oh, on my foot.
Would you rather be a famous athlete in the Olympics, known around the world, or be a famous actor known around? If you were a famous actor, you make so much more money.
Being an athlete sucks
So much
unless you're
more
like
money.
in the NBA or
Dude,
something.
there's so much more work involved.
Olympic level athletics sucks.
Who cares?
Would you? We did this one.
No, this was really.
Don't. Oh, come on.
For the rest of your life, would you rather live in a library where books are the only access to TV? My life is already a prison cell.
Let's go. The rent.
Twitch is the prison cell, and
I can't get out, dude.
Twitch is the prison cell, and
Help.
the entertainment is the Twitch provider.
Yeah, y'all are my fucking.
Would you rather have a high motor functions but have very poor senses, or have superb senses but functioning? I feel like I already told them.
Some say, yeah. This is complete the myth.
Thank God this guy described what these
Motor
things were,
functions.
so I didn't know.
Webster's dictionary defines motor functions as.
I'd be in jail for 60 years or die. Die. I'd rather die.
60 years.
I'd rather fucking die.
I don't think it would last.
So you're pro deathbed?
No. Just personally.
Would you rather be famous in some time or go down in the history books? Dude, I would want money
Yeah.
now.
Oh, Dad. They're like, actually, Dad's Extras were really good. Nobody watched them, but they were really good.
Would you rather kill
Oh, Jesus Christ.
Would you rather
What
kill
the fuck, man? 5 innocent children yourself if it would end all bloodshed in the Middle East for 25 years or have ongoing wars, terrorism, and fighting in the Middle East.
I hate kids.
Unmoderated. This question has not been reviewed by either moderator. This content may be misformatted, offensive, or
Bro, you had 13 years to moderate this question.
they keep looking at it like, I'm not touching that one.
If you had to dress one way regularly, would you rather be well dressed from the waist up with expensive shoes, or be well dressed from the waist down with shirts and pants?
Shirts and hats.
Shirts and hats.
Shirts and hats. Come on, I love it. I love a BS hat. Would you rather be slapped full force by a UFC fighter or forced to lick a dog turd?
Would I rather be slapped full force by a UFC fighter
Full force.
or lick my girlfriend?
I can't. She's so nice. What's wrong with you? Thanks.
Would you rather live in Africa or Stupid.
Racist? Racist.
Or win the World Series?
There's
Super Bowl.
there's an obvious answer.
So it's a Disneyland ad.
Yeah, nobody cares about baseball. Sorry to anybody watching this likes baseball. You're wrong. You always will be.
Good. Caesar got to like kill people. Yeah, but that was more like for conquest. Like, you got to like put him in a giant circle, watch him get eaten by the.
But like the point, and that's
But
kind of
Napoleon, you like are now like slandered as being short. So,
who cares? You'll be dead.
but like, I don't want to live with the fact that people call me short.
Or French.
Yeah.
I'm Caesar. I think Caesar.
Would you rather actually have to laugh out loud every time you type lol, haha, lamau, etc., or always have to replicate the face of any emoji you use? So if I use the emoji,
You have to shit.
do I just turn into shit? Because that would be so funny.
That actually would be pretty
If
sick.
you could just type the like
You're
shit
emoting
emoji.
IRL.
Yeah, you just turn into a fucking
Just for like a moment.
If I'm sitting like texting or whatever, and I type lol, like I start texting out laughing, like my grandmother starts laughing and stuff.
Why are you typing lol at your grandmother's
Watching TikTok.
funerals are pretty boring. Let's be real. Let's be real. Yeah, I'm going with that one too. That's pretty sick.
That'd be a ghost, be a demon.
Demon.
I'm already a demon.
Whoa, everyone wants to die? That's crazy.
With the amount of religion questions on here,
Demons go to heck.
would you rather eat Chinese food?
Easy. That's an insta-lock. I'm an insta-lock Chinese
It doesn't
food.
even matter what the second option
Yeah,
is.
Chinese food
It
fucking
does not even
rules.
matter. So good.
A Mexican buffet.
Just such a really bad. Would you rather lick a person's leg if they versus finger physics?
They're both insane, but I'm basically thinking I just bite somebody. There's like, oh, he's like crazy, but like
Some
like,
people think
oh,
like
he's like a pervert.
some people think like biting the leg is like a huge murder. Would you rather always be hot or always be cold?
I'm already always cold.
Hey.
I think I'd rather always be hot.
I am.
I mean, true.
Huh.
If I pick Pops, do I just turn into a mushy?
No, I think it's worse. I think it's kind of like an episode where like my mom's little teddy bear just to watch.
I've only watched 2 Black Mirror episodes. The only 2 I
Can I
watched.
guess?
Yeah,
It was.
Oh.
Is it gay if it's a Street Fighter?
of course.
Yeah, and gay in VR, but the other one.
It was, what if your homie's hot in Street Fighter? Is it gay to kiss? Is it gay to fuck him? What if the British Prime Minister fucked a pig?
Oh, okay.
That's
The first one, yeah.
right.
Well, I got the one that I'm like, has to see. Is it gay if it's Street Fighter? The answer's no.
That was both the funniest thing to watch and the most uncomfortable thing to watch because I watched it with my girlfriend.
Yeah.
And so you just sit there watching them cheat the entire time.
Is it cheating? Is it cheating? If we get on a VR chat tonight,
I definitely think it's cheating.
it's cheating.
I definitely think you going out and having sex where you can fully feel it, and you're having sex with a
In my
different
brain.
person, even if
In my brain.
even if you don't have feelings for them, it's still cheating. You're still having sex with someone
You're
else.
telling me it's cheating to play Street Fighter 6?
Well, here's the. You're not having sex as a bit.
It's still
That's a
cheating.
different
Is it
question.
still cheating?
It was a joke.
No, you pick the biggest, ugliest guy, and I'll pick.
Fucking like Zangief and go from Tekken or whatever.
Yeah.
During sex, but if you like feel it and cheating, that's different.
That is different because that's involuntary.
You literally like actively go into the game and then. Would you rather have a massive end in your body or always
Yard.
Are we playing big head mode? You're very excited about your ball cut. Is it gonna be?
maybe Edward?
I think that's fun. They need to like constantly prepare.
I think it's so.
It is. It's funny. It's funny.
The only
Alright, I'm
problem
gonna
is
try
when you
beating up
have
the Talus here.
Well,
I still remember,
novelty hats.
but this time will be different.
You know, this is so funny.
DK,
The only problem I can see with having a big head is if I was John F. Kennedy.
Well, it's okay. You don't have to. They already got that one. It's fine. I can beat up Butterfingers. There's a right answer. Do you know what it is? Do you know what it is? There's a right answer.
Can't leave me remind me.
No. No, you're incorrect. No, I'm just saying that a Snickers is better. There's a right answer.
Can I-
It's on the right. It's on the right side of the screen.
That
Yeah,
is the one that you're not
nice.
you and your
Thank you. Thank you.
Having said Butterfingers are actually so fire since they changed the recipe. It's gonna change the rest of the states. My electric chair did.
These are both terrible. I don't think the injection. I don't want my eyes to explode.
What if the chair is on? What if I crashed a tree and we get the electric chair? If I don't die from the electric chair,
They have to let you go.
they can send me back.
Yeah. That's so funny. That's so funny.
Thank you. Yeah, let me start bending them.
That's funny. Absolutely.
Who cares about the stat?
Literally nobody knows who that is.
Nobody
Everybody knows who Whoopi Goldberg is.
Fucking cares.
Still, that's up. I do this all the time. It's not a big deal. Like, ow. Anyways.
Would you rather it's really
Bad. Guys, I don't know if you've ever had a paper cut, but they really bad. Guys,
Yeah, I'd rather not. Die instantly.
Dumb.
Watching
Actually, you know what? That's kind of... Yeah. I want to do it.
you see what it's like.
No, I'm just not tired.
It's like I was. Well, speaking of which, okay, would you rather go to heaven or hell?
You can't say either. Just like, oh, it's like a weekend.
This is just you want to go to him, like,
Yeah,
you
you
think
think
that,
like, yeah, which one do you want to be? I wonder. And why? I don't think the things that he said graduation. Hell, yes.
I don't want to make everybody feel.
I gotta go to the grocery store sometime.
I don't want people to feel jealous.
It's like small.
I was gonna try out, even though I did promise I wouldn't use bombs for offensive
That's a
purposes.
question. Jesus. So I love being a dumb guy. It's always
You're smart, like, don't you be better. Can I show other people?
I'm gonna believe this. I'm all on the line on this.
Would you rather go to
Cool. Oh,
He's uncontrollable.
No, shut up. Yeah, like use it. No, you can't just touch it.
Yeah, I know, but it's like, oh, whoops, my bad.
You just want to be a dick.
Yes.
That's right. That's right. I think we're done. I think we've done them all. Spoke too soon.
Let him to the same book for a second.
That's a
I
tough.
don't give a shit about it.
You know what? Fair enough. Push away. James Cameron. Fun. He made Avatar 2.
Do I want to be stuck watching it?
Watch Avatar 2 everything.
I could watch Ready Player One.
Ready Player One fucking sucks. So bad.
But I can see the Overwatch characters.
What happened, man?
Schindler's List fell
Yeah,
off.
what the fuck happened, Steven? You're a rapper. George Watsky. White boy raps fast.
Maybe some of them will use whenever you want to make it do so good and made it so
Yeah, hell yeah, man.
Kid,
Luke Skywalker.
which Gandalf?
I don't know, Luke Skywalker.
Which kid?
Which Gandalf? No, it's the same guy. It's
Watch it.
he falls off a building and then he like changes. It's a.
Get off with big titties, alright?
It's a. Oh no, I didn't consider that. I'm not looking.
Back Gandalf.
Yeah. What the fuck? Yeah, fuck football. Give me 20 grand. That's fine.
If you enjoyed this video, you might enjoy the last time we did Would You Rather. Check it out.
Introducing the new Last Ball 1, the one.
I forgot to put Cryonis. How stupid. What? Huh.
Now bring the God and everything up! That just broke through!
Most people missed out on securing their copies of the Shadow of the Conqueror Enemies of Self graphic novel. There is a second chance Kickstarter campaign where you can secure your copies of not just the graphic novel but also the second edition novel. Collector edition covers are available as well as leather-bound editions. This is a very limited second chance campaign. So make sure you secure your copies now so you don't miss out because we are already hard at work producing the second volume of the Shadow series. Mike Escala, the phenomenal artist of the series, is already halfway done to 600 amazing pages for the second volume, which is going to be 120 pages. So you'll definitely want to get your hands on Volume 1, getting ready for Volume 2, which is already looking absolutely amazing. Thank you to everyone who has backed us so far. This is what has made making Volume 2 as good as it will be. We are hard at work making these books the very best quality possible. The leather bounds are going to have emboss and deboss effects with foils. They're going to be absolutely amazing. I can't wait to get you your copies. There is a link to the Kickstarter page in the description. And once again, thank you to everyone who has backed this campaign.
Greetings, I am Shad.
Whoa.
I'm Nate. And the Giant Sword Project continues.
drunk.
In actual fact, we have something
fairly cool to show you right
I
here.
got another one.
This is
Add to the collection.
Look at this, the foam models of the Titan Sword. They're complete. We're not only going to test it against another foam giant sword, which Tyrant here has built as well. We're also going to test it against smaller regular swords.
Which is more important, because usually you'd be going up against people with
Next,
small
Baron,
swords.
sure
Exactly. So to kick us off, we're
freaking
going to do some
human.
giant sword versus
Enjoy.
giant sword.
And yeah, we've cut a hole.
Makes enough sense.
in
It's a
this
tropical
episode,
rainforest.
But it is a little more like the Titan Sword, and I feel like I've got to use it like a spear sometimes. Yeah, so I want to do something.
Awesome, awesome.
All right, let's just see what we do and where we go.
So
That was interesting.
that was interesting because we got in a somewhat of a bind.
Yeah, but it's
Kind of
slipped
a dump,
past.
but there's no crossguard that a caught on.
No, like there is a German element to that. I'm not sure.
I have an idea. Let's see.
Sure.
Oh, I done so! Got him in the legs! We'll just switch ends, so we'll keep going, and, alright, maybe I'll try something different this time. So, alright, I'll start like
I just realized there's fairies in here, aren't there?
Double. So like there's a German technique that I've seen with longsword, which is slamming constantly down, and it actually digs into the ground. Phone bounces. That's not working. I think that was face.
Well, he's not gonna thank me,
See if
isn't
I've got a
he?
bit more leverage for counter. Double again.
Oh, the image!
I'm cheating because I'm only using half the blade.
There's way more bind and winding than I was expecting.
There is. How about, as much as it is to have like one monster hunter versus another with a Titan Sword, how about I grab a normal blade and I see how I fare?
Let's do it. Okay, so there are some tactics that
Yes.
I'm very interested in trying out fighting someone with a regular sword.
Well, I think I'm going to be literally fighting uphill, literally, as well as metaphorically, because a single sword versus that. The only thing I can think of is trying to catch him in the crossguard as I'm trying to gain ground. I'm not sure how that's going to go.
Let's see, so I have two in my mind I want to try. I'll start with the first one, I won't tell you what it is.
Oh, why not?
You have to react to it and try.
Okay, right.
Right, ready?
Go. Oh, wow, that died.
Broke the guard completely off! So try it.
Nice. That's leg.
That was right.
May as well leg go. That was leg. That bounced off the sword and straight. That would have taken off one half.
Oh my, they made the rain worse. Why?
No!
The guard and everything!
That just broke through.
Come on, almost at
Does that
Lover's
count
Pond.
for catching it? That's like some kung fu maneuver. Okay.
I'm happy here. This is coming. Things I noticed. One, we can actually do kind of momentum attacks,
Yes.
even with the phone, and break the opponent's guard,
Yes.
and even get like
So that block,
where it came
yeah,
in there.
that is fairly strong. What I noticed though is it wasn't the lap sword that gave out so much. It was actually my wrist. And then you said this is foam. So my wrist just gave that little bit, just enough that the remainder of the momentum bands and just followed through. And that is a very, very, very strong block.
Dang
So
it, there aren't
very
fairies here. I
significant
forgot the actual
observation.
Lover's Pond.
The other
Oh well.
observation, which is the other tactic, is that going for the lower body
This quest is still good.
is vastly more
Also
violent.
going, it's also supposed to be where I get the magical
And that was
girl
one of the hits
outfit.
that I landed was on the feet.
Was something that I did notice.
But
though,
unfortunately,
switch
it
on
doesn't
the
work all that well with
bad, because I can wait
the
for
lingual
it
animation
and just go with
thingy.
Other observation are much slower with this, to the point where you could see every attack a mile away, and you're blocking. very easily. So I was just like, hit hard, see if I can break it, and then go for the legs. So it worked. Do a couple more exchanges, see how we go.
I need
I
Nightshade.
feel like I want to grab a shield just to try
Or
this.
he wants
So I might go and grab a.
Blue Nightshade. Unfortunately, I have none.
This is my jam. This is my jam. Sword and board.
I could have got some real good money out of it
Probably stop me
if
in
I
my
did.
chunks, I'm expecting.
Well, see, this one is obviously iron rimmed. But if it wasn't iron rimmed, that was full
That
steel.
would dig into it.
It would just cleave through
Right,
and buckle
right.
the boss. So
Okay.
we'll have to see. That's both of my legs. I blinded myself.
Because that's all I want to try and just spin, but it's hard to maintain.
It is so hard to catch up when it's coming back to your legs. Do it off my throat at the same time, That is too fast. That is too fast. I've seen spears move slower than that.
Alright, so I've had to take off the Brigham Gambison because it's so hard to breathe in that thing.
I imagine so, and especially swinging that, like bone still. What I noticed, at least when using the shield, if you were trying to do anything that was like an overhead or a 45 degree, it wasn't so hard, but as soon as that thing started just swinging and doing that crowd control, it was a lot harder because...
Did you have trouble
The heck
seeing
was
the blade
that
coming
prompt?
low? Is that one of the issues?
I did, so I was unfortunately blinding myself a little bit, but not to you. I was blinding to the blade, and I didn't see the hand angles drop. So what I was.
What if they put in even more extreme cold? One where not only do you need 2 levels of frost resistance, cold resistance, you also need to have a fire with
It's
you.
usually to hit the legs. It's harder because they're further away from. Because your arms are attached to the other body, so when you angle down, the reach is less. But because it's so long, all you use is right there.
And I mean, let's take this in reality. Let's say this is a full shield. But this is a real shield. That's a real sword. And I even at the time to put it down, flick like a dog. But yeah, I got it. Even if this off the block, you're right. The momentum is just going to flick me completely upside down. Probably going to land on my neck. So. Trying to block that at the edge of the sword, not a good strategy. Coming in close and trying to block the person, maybe.
Because you did get inside the blade at one point, I noticed.
Yeah, but every time I put stuff So, wow. Every time, I think maybe there might have been one. Yeah, I'll try to see if I can just back off.
Alright, let's see. So get into your standard measure, that will be comfortable.
Oh, my standard measure now extends to yours, because I want to be beyond, I want to eventually be here, but I need to start well beyond your measure.
Well, that's one of the advantages of holding it here, because perhaps you could fake people in terms of the range you actually could get. They might
Because you're now in range.
Yeah, because
I
it
can
might be,
change
oh,
my
maybe you're in
direction
sword range.
midair.
Like this.
Yeah,
Look at
I'm
that.
well in, I like the
Yeah.
When I
And
do
so
a
this
double
is
jump.
deceptive. It's just like, you know, I'm here, just... Alright, first I want to see if I can actually catch you.
Yeah, fair enough.
Ready?
Yep.
Did I get you?
That was beautiful! I tried to like come up, I didn't have the speed, bounced and then into the face. That was gorgeous! I would have had maybe a cleft like that into the side of my face. That was beautiful!
What we are seeing here, it's much harder to move backwards than run forward. And I can easily outspeed him.
I did not know there was a Korok seed
Try and
here.
get away. Ready? Yeah. Just...
Okay, new strategy.
You've upgraded.
I'll upgrade. I need to cover my legs. So, covering legs with a Viking shield or a round shield is a little hard because you've got to go low, which means I can no longer go forward as much.
Oh
I was
my.
going to say, well, this is just now unfair, but then again, I have been like, you know...
Yeah, unfair.
So I'm wondering if this either evens it out.
Okay, now
or
the
it puts
physics is
advantage
just having
in
trouble.
your corner because It's a tower shield.
It's a tower shield, so it's a lot to cover. Though it will make me move slower. I can't cover my head with the shield anywhere near as much. So let's see how it goes, I suppose.
We'll find out. I can't predict. I can't predict that what'll happen.
I stopped covering my legs.
So, my strategy then, aim high, get a raise the shield, go on.
That's exactly.
Yeah, damn, that's
what-
hard.
So I can do a solid block. But like that guy through it.
Yeah, what would happen if you heal them, right?
Exactly. Especially let's. So one of the problems I was having before was once Shad got a wind up. So see if I can close. I'll let you wind a bit. See if I can close. Yeah, nah. So that would have. The amount of momentum would have smashed into that shield, and even then there was a bounce, maybe you didn't see it, but there was a bounce where the sword come up and got me on the back. So you know I got you, I'm not sure who would have survived that. My shield definitely wouldn't have.
Okay, so Nate is going to give it a go with the giant sword.
Yeah.
I have a different light sword. This one is a custom made from Kalamazoo.
Oh, nice.
It has the Kingdom Come Deliverance handle, but with a much longer blade with a big Picasso on it.
So it's got a little bit more
reach. It might make the exchange a little bit more even with a bit more reach. We'll see though.
We'll see how we go. I've never really swung this for combat.
One of the techniques I found when testing with the wooden ones is shoulder leverage. Like really leverage it in and off the arm.
Oh, like on your bounces.
Yeah,
You guys should try Eventide
to get leverage in.
for fun.
Well, the style that I found worked with the wood one, the heavy one. So I don't know how to defend this. Alright, I think. But man, I wouldn't be able to knock it aside, it'll be too big. I tried to knock it aside, and so what I was trying to do was push it to the side there and to get inside, but there was too much mass. I did knock it aside, and I just ran into it.
Basically, you just have to snap forward and then say,
automatic speed bump. I'm amazed that the mass difference is still having a very kind of functional parallel to what heavy ones would be like, even on home. Because more mass, less mass.
Wow, they're
Can't knock it
expensive.
aside.
I'll try what you tried on me, straight down, see how you go.
Whoa.
Oh, fine.
Again,
I tried to block it, just straight through. Straight through. Alright, I need to put more authority into the deflection so I go.
I was finding to
Why the
aim
heck?
with it and run in the opposite direction, as much as you've got to beat the speed of the tip, but so there was a cut across my shin.
The range on that is so...
It's hard to close the distance. Like it's being used like just a big spear at the moment.
The spear that can cut off its whole range. Because usually, in a real, like, if I was a spear, those strikes where you got the sword here, so if you put it here, if you get in here on a spear, you're fine. You're on
the threat range, but here,
you're dead.
Yeah.
It's like a spear, but times 100. It's good. It changes the game completely. There are so many kind of blinds and exchanges and winding when you push the sword to position, and usually when you're facing another sort of terrible size of long sword, that's out of range for you to follow up. But every time I was doing that, I wasn't out of range.
No.
And you were just...
Because I had that extra range, I could have down with the sword, but all I had to do, not that we actually got to this point, but I was thinking ahead, all I had to do was raise.
Yeah.
And then come in.
Well, like, for instance, that one, when I push it to the side here, there's multiple things you do, but one of the things is try and get underneath like that. But because the sword's so long, I go there, and I can't get underneath.
boomerang.
And so we'll do it again. So there, trying to get underneath, and you're caught on it, and you still
pretty
got
cool.
the block.
Yeah, because
And then, exactly, and then if I withdraw completely to get on the other side, your sword's already there to do a reverse, a draw cut, massive gash. So,
quickly, like it goes, well, I can't do anything. I can't reach different sword. But it's almost caught any longer.
Ah, that's a bit expensive.
Functional hand-to-hand grappling, not quite. but it's a good range. It's a very, very good range.
And we know that in real life, like an actual giant sword would be crazy heavy, but we're kind of assuming you have the super strength to do it, or the sword is made out of a super material to make it lighter.
Almost.
Which, to equivocate your functionality that you have with it. And as a result, we're finding that there are crazy like, this is even hard to fight.
Like we just found out before, like you go to swat the thing down, and I just race into it and then draw it off.
And so many shots to strike it, like, bang! It's so hard to knock aside. I'll try and fall straight. Sure,
I won't get again. I'll just hold.
Oh, like, that regular sword would have knocked it completely.
Yeah.
And these are bows! I didn't wait till I even did the thing. And it's like... So, this nullifies so many tactics to try and knock aside the sword and get it.
I think I might, for the next little test, because like I said, there's a thing we saw, we won't get into it now, where you actually want to be able to grab the tip so you can get close and grab me. But the other one that I cut into, because I cut the hole in the middle, I may be able to do some of that. So I want to try a bit more close range, because we've gone through big winds, we've gone through static stops. There's a couple of things yet to test, so we'll go grab that.
Yeah, hit your flip, yo, with the recent budget, Barbara.
A couple of things yet to test, so we'll go grab that. Okay.
This is it. Alright.
So the tip is a little worse on this one, but... Oh, nice. Nice, that did take a nick out of my...
I saw that arm is further forward, and so if I can just get...
Oh, yep. But I will say, normally when we've done fighting before, those shots are a lot more solid. You've got so much more range, and it's just nicking, but it's still enough.
And this is equivalent of a war sword, like, and so this is a longer, well, not almost the longest end before it gets great sword, really.
Shield, let's see how that works. Yeah, I can see you aiming at my
yeah, I was looking at that.
Oh, nice. That was solid enough. No. Alright, so holding it here.
That puts it in range with something this long.
Yeah, so I can try to do something with it, but I suppose. And then, let's just go back to this. This might be better if you close in a lot of range, and I need the bottom end. So I think I'm going to stick with this one a little bit, even though the sword is a bit floppier. I want to try to transition. I don't think I'm going to succeed. So I want to try and transition a little bit. Though just holding it there to start, I'm losing most advantage that I already have. My arm is out, so all my hand is exposed.
Why do we need 50 to upgrade the goddamn camera?
I see a small advantage. I'm going for it.
I'll see if I can transition to it if I need to. Otherwise,
I already feel this is more difficult. Like the range to your clothes is just...
That just makes no sense. Also, yeah, I don't know if the poise does just increase for the higher tier enemies, or if there is something genuinely wrong with the installs. Either way, like I said, there's nothing I can do about it anymore at this point.
I could, because of the range of this, and the fact that there's so much surface area to go on, I was holding that pressure the whole way and not even thinking about it. That was a crush belly, yep. I did combat hit to the arm, I will give that. Try to use it like that. No, I'm not going to try to use it like that. Straight across the forearm.
There's supposed to be a cave with some luminous stones. Would have been nice to mine.
That was me wondering, can I close it before he strikes?
Alright, so this center grip, I think it's good for recovery, but to try to use it, even... So it's not really a transitional grip. It's not like, you know, the blade of a sword where you can grab it anywhere. You've got to find this, and to find that, you'd have to be really well trained in it. So I think maintaining this most of the time, maintaining a normal grip, is better than what I was trying.
So I came into this pretty blank slate. We've theory crafted about giant swords and that. Okay, there are ways to fight with it if you have the appropriate strength. But in terms of how effective would they be in combat, I have no point of reference.
No, and I have to say, I did have a bit of a bias coming into this. I sort of looked at this and thought, okay, it's going to be like a spear or a two-handed axe. Obviously, it's going to have more weight. But I've fought spears, I've fought two-handed axes.
Let me try the house quest.
In a good percentage of the time. This is harder. This is just harder for a multitude of reasons.
And honestly, it performed better. Like, I came into play, but I was thinking I didn't have a bias. Better would have been worse. I was just thinking maybe even equal. It performed way better than that blank slate. It was way more effective. I'm surprised at how effective it was. Specifically, when we were able to switch it up. Because when I was using it, I was thinking, all right, am I just getting lucky? You know, we'll see. But when you got it, you dominated. I was dominating when I had it. When you had it, you dominated. And it goes straight to the strengths of the weapon that would happen.
It's so hard to get past that much blade. It's like so. One of the things, as you mentioned before, getting past the spear, which has similar range to this, getting past the spear, once you get past the end, you're fine, but with this, like, you can just keep chopping.
And especially if they're pressed against the blade, all you do is
Okay, that's...
and that would be such a devastating gash. It's like...
Absolutely. And then just even if we started talking about
That's
techniques,
still
we went
really
for
expensive.
heavy hits which power through. Even on large blades, they power through.
It performed well. Different techniques. Heavy, powerful hits, as well as even trying to wind and bind to get advantage.
Just even static, I'm just going to hold my ground and hold my structure and stop. Or the big, like, just trying to get past that, trying to get the right timing. As you saw, you just change up a little bit or bounce off your shoulder and it's faster than you say.
And that spinning thing wasn't necessarily fast, but you know that is coming in after it. So even when you try and time it, it can still now because the momentum and everything.
And like we talked about, even if you could block it with a shield, you'd be flipped.
Yeah.
Like, it's just...
And also, it is not easy to predict. And so, wow, way more effective than I think.
Although, something that we've only got to do so far is foam. Yes, so maybe we change it up a bit and we do a bit of strength testing with...
Yes.
We see if this can power through some shots. It doesn't have a lot of weight.
We'll get the wood ones.
I want to do something crazy and just solve this normally.
Try and block.
I'm going to do this without the mask, and the reason being is because Tyrant is going to aim off to my side. So I'm just holding this out for leverage. See if he can get it.
On this side?
Yep. Not really.
I wasn't even doing anything.
No, you can see the body language, like I'm trying to put something into it. Tyrant is just kind of doing this. Oh, instantly. Let's try the other side. I mean, on the plus side, if he does that and overcommits, no, never mind. He's probably going to get me. Probably going to get me anyway.
I know you're trying to be tricky there.
No, but you're showing exactly what this does.
Let you do
Put
it
it down, but that's why you have so much length. You just bring it up into another shot.
Yeah, and it becomes a shield.
So I think we've kind of figured out these things are a bit more effective than we expect.
Vastly so. If you had the super strength to be able to spin it, and I'm thinking like up to super strength, before the torque gets too high, you could push it to 20 kilos on the sword, maybe even to 30, and then that means you still have enough weight in your own person to ground yourself and you wouldn't get wrong. Swing it.
You need Herculean strength.
Just give me a second.
Oh, yeah.
I did want to talk about Titan Sword, because I think a lot of people, there were some people that missed the point of the Titan Sword. A lot of people said, why don't we make it out of steel? Why don't we make it out of a whole bunch of materials? And the whole point of the Titan Sword is that we can actually wield this effectively.
We don't have super strength.
Exactly. We want it to be able to be lightweight and maneuverable at the same time.
Actually, that brings up a really good point. This, like, once it's swinging, it's moving, it's just going in the same direction. But that is a closer, analogy, no? Analog, yeah. I know words, but closer analog to the foam ones we were using before, which we were getting good maneuverability out.
Yeah, and on top of that, if we made that out of steel, right, it would be equivalent, closest weight to that, or just a little bit higher, which is why it's good to test with that one, because then we can kind of transpose. But we can still get an idea of the functional range of it, and then just say, well then, if we even had the Titan Sword and it was made out of steel, but we had the super strength to use it easier, Well, then that would feel like we were how it was using the phone ones.
And the reason why this design is a good, I'll actually give you props. It's a good design.
Thank you.
First off, this bit here isn't going to be sharpened, so we can use our weight to put it in. Also, we have all grips along here.
Yep.
But what I found will be the most important feature is these holes here. While they can be used like this, they also make it more aerodynamic.
They do.
And it doesn't catch as a wind sail. So I can move this around, and this is no problem. That's why I wanted to clarify, because some people didn't understand. They thought, well, why not make it out of steel? Why not make it out of wood materials? That's why.
Which makes sense at first thought.
It does make sense.
Yeah, these tests are trying to figure out how usable would a giant sword be in multiple different circumstances, if it was light enough to use, or if you had the super strength to use, multiple things. And but we're still getting a lot of really important feedback, and the conclusions I'm finding, even in a lot of these different scenarios, like even if you went something like that, and it would be like 20, 30 kilos, but you have the super strength to use it, wow, would it be so functional.
Effective, especially seeing it like you need, once you have that strength, then you can do that, bouncing around and moving and a little bit of flipping. You can fight wind resistance. Us, maybe not,
but then even if we went to lighter, wow, it's still functional. Because like the foam wasn't heavy, yet it had enough mass to compare it against a weapon that had lower mass, but it was made out of the same material foam, and we got the same advantages in the weight comparison. Surprisingly,
it worked.
And because it was hard to knock the big swords off points because the masses were just so vastly different. Like I'm shocked. I'm really impressed. Giant swords are freaking awesome. When we're able to make the carbon fiber version, right? Wow, that'll be a serious, legitimate weapon. But one that should not be discounted as just a gag, because we've managed to get a surprising level of functional utility in combat tests with it. And if we can make one that's usable in a usable weight range.
Well, I had a lot of when I first read about it, it was going to be made into carbon fiber. I was a little cautious, but I've been cautious through every step of this, and it's worked through every step regardless of my caution. So I made the journey towards hopeful for a carbon fiber blade.
And we are still moving forward with that. It's a long process because it's complicated. We have to get tools and additional things, but we have started to, because we need to make small test versions first. The Tyrant, you have something to show us.
I do. Before I do, I thought we should explain. Because it has been a while since our last Titan Sword update, and the reason why is basically first steps are the most difficult ones, and we needed to make sure that we could actually make quality. That's the important part there. Quality carbon fiber sheets. And we can.
We can. Look at this. This is a quality solid carbon fiber sheets.
This is
that's
no joke.
solid.
This is no, the thing that's breaking is the flasher.
Yeah.
I gotta take the flasher. But this is a quality sheet, and if we're able to replicate this, Titan Sword is very, very close in the future.
This is exciting.
There's this one, and then there's one more, and then the one after that. If everything goes, if all stars are aligned, it's the Titan Sword.
There's a couple of preliminary build-up videos before we get to the full-size one, because we need to make some tests, and so there's going to be like an in-between video just where we're going to make a carbon fiber short sword out of these sheets, okay, to see how well the blade, the strip of metal, can connect to it, how durable it is. It's going to be a great video, and hopefully we're going to, find out how functional it is, and we can build up to the full-size items. Look how stiff this is. This is like, what, a mil thick?
No, it's a bit thick. The flashing here is a little bit hard to gauge, but it's about, I'd probably say about 1.5, nearly 2 millimeters.
Yeah.
Oh,
That's not much.
That's not much at all.
well, what was more...
Fraction of an inch.
What's important about that is, again, it was testing, so we wanted to see how many layers it would take. This is, I think, 9 layers of carbon fibers. So 9 layers gives us, after we cut off the flashing, it should be around 1.5, 2 millimeters. That's a good gauge, because then now we can actually add...
See, that's 1.5. I don't think that's 2, because that's so thin.
I don't know. I haven't measured it.
Let me use my 1.5.
Weird.
We'll see about that.
But show them how stiff it is.
Oh yeah, this is no joke.
This is, that is stiff.
And depending on what we're hitting, it's not like we're going to be hitting the Titan Sword against other swords. Maybe. But for the first rounds of testing, we are just going to be doing like bottles of water. Other things that sort of we would do in like a review.
Yeah, meat.
And carbon fiber for that survive that.
Yes.
It's usually just when we hit it against another solid object.
So there's exciting stuff that we are still working on. The Giant Sword project is all steam ahead. We need to work through difficult things, and they're like, oh, we need to get a sanding belt and other things. There's things to get. When we even had to readjust the entire workshop to be able to get room to do it.
But we now have room to build a titan sword out of carbon fiber.
Something to mention that we haven't actually spoken about is weather. Resin requires heat. Like a nice day like this. This is a nice day to do resin. Winter's coming up for us.
Yes.
Yeah, flip season to a lot of heat.
Yeah, and resin requires a certain temperature to harden. So we may have to go a little bit faster than originally planned.
Yes.
At some point.
It might be faster, or it might be longer, but we're doing it. We're committed. So, very exciting stuff. Thank you to everyone who's joined us here on this video. I hope to see you on the future videos. And until that time,
Shadow of the Conqueror is the breakout debut novel by Shad M. Brooks.
Truly incredible. I absolutely loved this book. Honestly, it's one of the best books I've ever read. S. Keith Hall.
The tale of a deposed, tyrannical emperor who embarks on a journey towards redemption. The 82-year-old Dalen, once known as Dalus the Conqueror, is cursed, becoming a youth.
I wanna try
and obtains
this.
the mythical powers of the legendary Arch Knights. Battling inner demons, his violent and cruel inclinations, and enemies both old and new, he ventures on trying to fight back from darkness threatening the world. After all, who better to hunt monsters, the greatest monster the world has ever known?
This novel is gripping and masterfully crafted within its world. Shad
No,
Brooks
kinda looks
defies all
awkward,
preconception of a
honestly.
first novel and hits the ground running with a skill few writers can match. Seth Punchell.
Shadow of the Conqueror is based in one of the most well-crafted and unique fantasy worlds the genre has seen in many years, and fans of the novel have been craving to see it depicted visually.
This is easily one of the most compelling works of fiction I've ever read. I could go on and on about how original the setting is, or how many times I was nearly
patterns.
brought to
Ooh.
tears, or how absolutely riveting the action is. But nobody wants to read a 10-paragraph essay, so I'll keep this short. 10 out of 10. Michael.
Now, Shadow of the Conqueror is coming to you in an epic graphic novel adaptation with the incredibly talented art of Mike S. Miller. This will bring its dark, confronting story to fans and new readers alike in another beloved format, making the story more accessible than ever
look at
before,
this.
and enabling current fans to enjoy it in new ways.
I was engrossed in the tale of the Conqueror. I laughed, cried, growled with anger, and shouted with joy. But also during this entertaining ride of emotion, I came away with mental growth and new perspective on the human condition. Andrew Johnson.
Mike is a 28-year veteran of the comic book industry, famous for his work on DC Comics' Injustice series, George R.R. Martin's Game of Thrones-related graphic novels.
I've read so many novels I've lost count, fantasy genre or otherwise, but in my opinion, this is one of the best. Seaton 425.
The author of Shadow of the Conqueror, Shad M. Brooks, has been a fan of both comic books and Mike's work for many years, and is thrilled to be working with him to bring this graphic novel to the highest standards possible.
I don't typically listen to audiobooks multiple times, but this is my 4th time through, and I'm loving it more each time. Highly recommend for anyone who loves fantasy action stories. C. Barker.
His first graphic novel volume, entitled Enemies of Self, has 48 pages of stunning art visualizing the amazing and unique world of Everfall with some of the best work Mike has ever done.
It must be admitted.
But I already watched this. Anyway, there's no point being here since Kira won't do things until I talk to Emma first.
Explorer Kowski, and welcome to part 2 of our review/how-to.
Do we have any Moblin parts yet? No. I've still only just beaten up Balko and stuff.
Lost. Part 1 we covered just the general overview, themes, about. In this episode, we're going to start diving into the mechanics of it by making ourselves a player character. I've always said that the first step in learning a new RPG is just to go ahead and make yourself a player character. And then as you start getting deeper into the nuts and bolts of the system and all the different rules, you have a point of reference as far as how those things will affect this character or how to affect character. Space. Now, as a reminder, Cult is therefore this video series game masters should discuss with one another beforehand any topics or areas that they wish to downplay or not include in the game, as well as those certain topics and areas that they really want to explore and dive into. That should be done prior to character creation, but should definitely be done by the time character creation is complete. Okay, disclaimers out of the way, let's get into this done. I brought up in the last video how there's several different levels of player characters. First is Sleepers. This is where most people in the world belong. They're characters who are completely ignorant to the fiction, distracting themselves with some form of fiction in order to remain asleep. And this could be social media, diet, exercise, television, tabletop role-playing games. The game recommends that if you wish to start the game out as a sleeper, we'll clear through that portion where you introduce the truths of the world that all the characters are also sleepers. So if the whole group wants to do it, great. Otherwise, it recommends that you all go ahead and start off as aware player characters. Personally, I really like this. Having played various different games where normal people are introduced to supernatural magic and what role-playing out their initial disbelief in they're discovering what the world is really about, that is a lot of fun. Or when you have an established group who are all doing the supernatural stuff, and then we have to introduce a new player character because we got taken out, or introducing someone else or something, and we have to go through that character's initial disbelief before the game moves forward. So it kind of grinds the game to a halt. Now we kind of introducing this character. Supernatural magic. Once again, that's a hell of a lot of fun the first time, but after a while, it does have a tendency to get old. So I really appreciate that people say, hey, you want to be a disbeliever that's being introduced to the supernatural? Works best if all of it fun. Most characters are going to begin as aware characters. They know that something is awful. They don't necessarily know what that is. For that, we use many archetypes, which is a whole hell of a lot. And if a character concept doesn't fit into any of these, it's very easy to think of the own archetype that works. However, only one of each aware archetype should be present in the story. So, whether there is or what fix, archetypes don't necessarily mean what the character's profession is, but more about personality type.
What?
In this example, let's go ahead and go with the detective, personal favorite type of character. Next, we're going to take our character sheet. Download these for free from the Lost website. You can tell by the top that this is the aware character sheet. Now, it's a perfectly fine character sheet, perfectly serviceable, but me being me, I've gone ahead and made some tweaks to it, and we have this custom sheet, which outside of a little splash of color in the logo, the only changes that I made were adding a field for experience and advancements, as well as pre-filling in the weapon stats, since every character should begin with fighting. It really doesn't make any difference what you use, but if you want to use my character sheet, I have a download link in the video description below. So, now onto the character sheet, let's look at the text. At the top we can see various occupations. Lawyer, investigative journalist, hacker, conspiracy theorist, and so on. I think I'll go with the classic private eye. So, moving back to our character sheet, at the upper left, we'll fill in our character name, Jack Morton. Archetype is detective. Occupation is private eye. Looking for experience and advancements, but we're currently at 0 because this is a brand new character. Next, we'll choose our character's Dark Secret. It offers us 5 suggestions to choose from. Now, notice that it says suggestions here. Players can, of course, choose a different Dark Secret. Now, some game masters might want all the characters to share the same Dark Secrets with another, like a shared event that binds all the player characters together. For example, in my current campaign, all of the player characters shared an occult experience from several years earlier where a watch seance at their early 20s led to several deaths and shared on all the player characters. And together, my players determined what that dark secret was and what all happened to it, and that kind of became the motivation behind the entire campaign of characters. Game masters, if you want to do a shared dark secret, let your players know because the dark secrets are one of the defining moments of the game. But, however, for this example, I'm only going to stick to these 5 suggestions. Knowledge, guilty of a crime, occult experience, returned from the other side, and strange disappearance. I'm going to go with forbidden knowledge here. Now, checking what that means, it says that we've uncovered some horrid truth that brings reality's very nature into question. Examples include unlocking the means to between dimensions, exposing the mayor's true demonic visage, proof that the history is being rewritten, or simply discovering that the world is an illusion. Not only that, but the illusion's keepers are after me, but I know. Then offers some suggestions as far as what our personal drive is from this dark secret. Okay, so let's say that last year we were hired to find a woman's sister. The client, Jennifer Walsh, insisted that her sister Beth lived in an apartment that's now no longer there. It's not like it was destroyed, but the buildings that were on either side of this apartment building are now next to one another, and there's no trace that this apartment building ever existed, except for a single photograph that she has. So our detective is looking into this. Now nothing in the city records, except for by chance they found a newspaper article, something like traffic accident or something. But in the background of a photograph, the apartment building is clearly visible in this picture. So our detective goes and checks it out, and it's just nothing but a narrow alley between these 2 buildings that are no signs of recent construction, nothing like that. Frustrated, he's about to give up and go home. Then, out of the corner of his eye, he sees it, and then all of a sudden, it's right there, plain as day, with a full-size building that no one else seems to notice. So he goes and checks it out. He gets some photographs and report back to the client. Died in an accident. Now the photograph that she sent to him, the initial evidence that she had, it's gone. And the picture that he found in the newspaper is also gone. So now our player character has the only proof that the building exists in whatever photographs they took. And maybe he's found other places that somehow have fallen between the cracks. Now that he's investigating this, he's on to other places like this. But also, he knows that someone is after him. He knows. Whoever killed Jennifer Walsh, he put all the records in his he's given him a personal drive to find out who is behind all of this. So going back to our character sheet, let's see that. Now to our next step, selecting our 2 advantages for our character. Suggesting disadvantages. And again, the suggestions here, if the player character has an item of these being, I'm going to check out the large disadvantage list for the short term. Looking them over, that's crazy stuff. Possibly something that's related to the backstory. The game master gets downside, which is so terrible. The area is the last thing that we were walking, we're speeding away in our car, covered in sweat in our clothes, while being built. Now, it is up to the game master to have to inside these building to determine what might trigger those memories, suddenly resurfacing on prevention. Next, let's look at Stalker. Since we're being hunted by an unknown, we can't trust him. This means we have to regularly move around. In the first session, whenever we expose our current location, we roll 2d10 to determine if our Stalker of the minions are onto us. This one works really well with that Dark Secret, where the keepers of the illusion are after us from what we know, so this is a perfect use. So, going back to our character sheet, let's fill both of those in. Also note the page numbers for the full descriptions for later reference. That's something I always tell my players to do, and they're going to remember to do that. Now, one thing with disadvantages is during the course of play, it is possible to gain more disadvantages based off whatever it is our characters do in their adventures.
Not bad.
Such as the characters might commit a crime during one adventure and now they're wanted by the law. But also, depending on what happens during our games, characters can get rid of their disadvantages, such as eventually this player character might recover.
Last time this was something really
I might
good.
discover my stalker's identity. My stalker as a result. But we're always going to have two disadvantages. To get rid of one, choose another, something appropriate to our situation, such as we might become wanted by the law for murdering our stalker, or we might suffer nightmares as a result of what we did. Now, the book makes it sound like we only do this with the two disadvantages that we got during character creation. Additional ones that we earned above that, we don't need to be replacing those. However, the way I see it, just personally, if our character is earned themselves as a leader or just total, and they remove one of those, and that one just happens to be one of the starter disadvantages. I wouldn't necessarily feel the need that I had to replace that one with something else, providing we still have at least two disadvantages for the character, but I'll leave that one. Let's get to the fun stuff. Character advantages. Each archetype has 8 possible advantages. Now, unlike Dark Secrets and disadvantages, this is a set list. And this is really what makes each archetype unique is what their 8 possible advantages are. Now, personally, as a house rule, I feel that if a player really wants to start off with an advantage that is not on this list, I might allow them to make a good argument and be able to use that instead, only as long as it replaces one of the items from this list. Essentially, they're declaring what their 8 possible advantages are, so that way they're still being left with 8 archetype advantages. So for Detective, our list is Fast Talk, Interrogator, Instinct, Read a Crowd, Shadow, Crime Scene Investigator, Dreamer, and Enhanced Awareness. And for each of those has the associated character attributes inside it. So we'll review the master list of advantages from the book to get an idea what each of these are and what they can do. So maybe read the full descriptions of each of those to really mind, and after weighing them, I'm going to go with these. Crime Scene Investigator, Instinct, Shadow. Viewing the full descriptions, Crime Scene Investigator allows me to use my reason attribute to piece together crime scenes by asking specific questions. Instinct allows me to gain additional moments whenever I act on any answers from a certain situation, which we'll get into that we get into a later video going with game mechanics. This is a very handy feature to have. Shadow helps me out when I'm trying to follow someone undetected. Also be used when I'm trying to shake me. A skill that I think is going to be really useful since I have a stalker and I'm always at risk of following. So once again, going back to our character sheet on the advantages section,
Why?
List them here on each number. Here those abilities are described in full because each of them have a lot of as well. Now notice that I've also noticed which attribute each advantage uses. That's going to be useful as we move on to the next step, assigning attributes. Characters are called 10 attribute stats. Willpower, fortitude, and reflexes, what's called the passive attributes. I think of these kind of like saving throws that the player character doesn't necessarily choose to activate these as much as they're rolled as a reaction to outside forces. Fortitude is kind of like your constitution, how well you can endure injury. Reflexes is like your dodge that you have in other games. Insane can avoid you to move out of harm's way. Willpower is probably most like sanity or POW that you'd find in Call of Duty. How well your character stress. All characters, regardless of what archetype they are, assign these values to their passive attributes. +2, +1, 0. Instead, I'm going to go ahead and assign them like this, making Fortitude my highest, with a +2 rolls to it, while my willpower is the lowest, receiving a bonus but a penalty. Next are our 7 active attributes: perception, intuition, influence, charisma, violence, and soul. Each of those is related to a particular action that my character can take, and I can see those listed below, such as reason is for investigate, perception is for observe a situation checks, violence is for how well I engage in combat. Again, we're going to get all the details of what this means in a later video. For now, each character gets a history among their active attributes, and we're going to +3, +2, +1, +1, 0, -1, -2. And we know from our advantages that we just chose that reason and perception are what's going to be needed to use those abilities. So I'm going to go ahead and put my +3 and my +2 those because those are important to the character, and I want them to be able to use those as well. Then with the remaining 5 modifiers, I'm going to go ahead and assign those out to the rest of the active attributes. So I'll give a +1 to both my cool and my charisma, but my ability to fight my weakest areas. Of course, as we play the game and we start advancing, these numbers are most likely to start improving. But starting out, more of a lover, a fighter. Probably not a great lover either, because he can't read people too well. Lover, not a fighter. Probably not a great lover either, because he can't read people too well. Next, let's talk about relations. Characters' relations are a huge part of the boss, not just for story hooks that the Game Master can use, but it's ways that characters can cover their behind their motivation. There are 3 ratings for this. 0, or neutral relations, are kind of like acquaintances, friendly co-workers, really more of a casual surface relationship with, but nothing too deep. +1 relationships are meaningful. These are your close friends and partners, people with pets. +2 relationships are vital relations. These are passionate lovers, true love, lifelong best friend, children, even your obsession. You're maybe obsessed with something, celebrity or some ex that you have. These are people that are so important to your character, important to your characters. That's a whole tie to one person. Also, relations don't have to be individuals. I already mentioned that pets can be relations, but organizations can be relations as well, such as support like AA, or your church, or maybe just your gaming, some community that your character belongs to, which is more important to them than the individual inside of it. Relations can also be bad relationships, like our character's stalker disadvantage or the nemesis disadvantage. Someone that our character hates or fears so much, they now become part of the character's identity. True, it's one person for this one organization. We'll get more into relationships and how to use them, like their influence and how they change over the course of the adventure in a later series. But for now, we simply need to know what they are. Every character begins the game with NPC relationships. 0, +1, +2. We need to say who they are and give them a name and a little bit about them. Most often, these NPCs that the player is introducing to the game. So Game Masters are going to know who they are and some information about them. These NPCs, we're going to make them groups of whatever the game mode is. So for our character, we go back to our sheet, the relations section, we start 3. First start 0, then Hester, the detective's favorite bartender. Next are +1, in the Ted Shoe. Those are the Polish it's kind of like an adopted mother to the player character. Finally, our +2, Mark White, lifelong best friend that's a lawyer and a single dad. Sometimes, depending on our campaign, our characters might begin with relationships to one or even all of the other player characters. The group is going to need to decide to agree on during their session 0. They also might know one another, but not really have a strong relationship. We have enough to call it an actual relation. It also doesn't have to be reciprocated. So one character might be deeply in love with another, but the other player character is going to return. Effective archetype is 5 ways that player characters might have a relationship with the player character here. One of them saved the detective from being in a dangerous situation, making them +1. One of them tricked the detective into protecting someone they were investigating. History between them, but not enough to establish a true relationship rating. Another player character helped the detective solve a mystery once, earning them a +1 relation. Another character could be a co-worker, giving them each a +1 relation to another. Another character is one of the detectives in the +1 relation. Now, because we're going to be making this character alone and not in the campaign yet, we're going to go ahead and complete this step. But just be aware that characters begin the campaign off with 3 NPC relationships might have 4 relations with other player characters at the very beginning of the first adventure. Okay, so looking good so far. Now let's flip the sheet over to the backside. There isn't much here that we need to do at this point. Once we begin our first game, we can then fill in what our dramatic hooks are at that time. So now all we really need to look at is gear and weapon. Divinity Lost doesn't really focus on character money or starting funds or any of that stuff. Well, money might be certainly important to the player characters themselves in the campaign and whatever goes on inside the stories that we're having with them. It's not an actual focused portion of the game itself. Characters might begin the game off wealthy, successful business people, trust fund, or whatever it is, or they might begin the game flat broke, struggling to pay the bills, or even homeless. Those details the player and the game master decide depending on what works best for the story and what all seems appropriate for whatever it is they're putting together. Being set in the present day, gear and equipment prices and availability are all just kind of simply what they are in the real world, and just kind of simply what also works in the story that you're having. Some equipment might have some so for our character, we're going to give him his basic so the starting cash that's on weapons, we're going to start him off with 2. Let's say that he's got a switchblade. 1911 or 45 we'll get to what all that means and all that information. For now, we're just simply going to list that in our character sheet. Okay, so that is it for our character sheet. Except for character appearance. Player should list out what the character looks like physically and how they dress and carry themselves, but for this, I'm simply going to use a totally random picture off the internet to show what he looks like. There we go. Hey, I'm Jack Wood. You can call me Jackie NPC. I'm a detective by trade, or at least I used to be a detective. I guess I really don't have an office no more. Business is dried up. See, a while back, some woman comes to me. She says that her sister is missing. Not just her sister, but her sister's entire apartment building is just gone. The only proof that she has that her sister or this building ever existed at all is a single photograph. Now, a lot of people are thinking that this woman is crazy, but I'm thinking that I gotta get a couple $100 to get my car fixed, so I took the job. Long story short, I found the woman's building. Yeah, it was just right there. Nothing had happened to it, plain as day, but nobody could see it. It took me a while in order to see it, kind of looking at it at right angles, and there it was. So I would go inside, see if I could find my client's sister, or at least I think I went inside. The truth is, all I remember was walking up to that door, and next thing I know, I am flying down the highway, dripping sweat, my heart is pounding, my clothes are shredded and covered in blood and some sort of oily goo, and I ain't got no bullets in my pistol no more. Anyway, so sometimes I get little flashes of what I saw in there, these kind of weird images fill my head, these nightmare things, little different things like sights, smells, those will kick those off, and all of a sudden it is flashback city for me. Truth is though, I don't know how much of that stuff is nightmare and how much of that stuff is true no more. So I called my client. I was going to tell her what I found inside the building, so she was coming to my office to meet me. She got killed in a freaking car wreck on the day. A lot of people might say that was some pretty bad luck right there, but I don't think that was bad luck at all. Somebody killed her. Now I know that is because that photograph that she had of her sister in her sister's building, it was gone after that. Not just the copy that she had, my copy that I had on my computer was completely gone.
gone like it was never there in the first place. So I go to the library. I'm going to check out an old newspaper article that I had found, also showing the same building, and it was gone too. I mean, the newspaper was gone. It was still there on microfiche, but the article had changed. Like somebody had rewritten history. Who in the hell has got the power to change a building, disappear, and rewrite history? All I know is that they were trying to cover their tracks, and I was the loose thread on that, so I got the hell out of there fast. Ever since then, I've been moving around, and I ain't got no idea who I should be trusted no more. Yeah, okay, there's a couple people I still trust. There's Ben, my bartender, great guy, I can trust him. There's also this old widow lady, kinda treats me like you're adopted son. She is great. She is totally trustworthy. Then there is Mark. Mark is my best friend since we were kids, right? His daughter is my goddaughter, and I miss that hell out of them. The problem is, I can't go see them no more because I don't want to put them in any sort of danger. Not until I can figure out who in the hell is behind all this and put a stop to it. Finally, once the character is complete, presented to the Game Master and the other players to review, final fleshing of this character should be done with a series of questions the Game Master and the other players ask, and the details about them and their personality. The book offers us some sample questions to get us started with that. The player, of course, is going to need to commit to an answer and should write that answer down. It looks a lot like this. Who or what are you most passionate about? Well, right now, it's finding out who's after me and putting a stop to them. Prior to that, I like to vote. Going out on a lot of following question. You vote? Yeah, I guess I do. At least I did have a boat. One of the first attempts in my life was my boat caught fire while I was inside of it. They said that was an accident, but I know it wasn't. It really got me, though. Live alone or with somebody else. Where and how do you... A little bit of bullshit. Right now I'm shacked up with the attic and an older couple, Jim and Kathy. Anyway, it's sort of a cash under the table sort of arrangement, so it's pretty good for both of us. I try to keep to myself as much as possible. Where do you hang out in your spare time? Now that I ain't got my boat no more, I spend most of my time at the library or on the deep end trying to search whatever I can find on missing buildings. You would be amazed at some of the stuff that I found. But I guess whenever I'm not doing that, I'm at the Crimson Shamrock, a local dive bar that I like. That's sex. Oh. Wow, I ain't never been asked that one in a job interview before, but okay, yeah, sure, I can go ahead and answer that. I'm not seeing nobody right now. It's kind of difficult in my situation, so it's pretty much just casual hookups with anybody that I can meet at the bar. I can't take it back to my place, so it's either their place or, just somewhere convenient that we can do the thing. Have you ever heard about it first? No. Yeah, I have. One of my first cases that I took was to find this runaway kid, right? So I tracked him down to this old barn on the outside of town. He and some other kids in some sort of chop shop going on in. So I'm lurking in the woods outside of this place, and I'm about to sneak off and call the cops and tell them where to go. One of them saw me, came up behind me, and just started wailing on me. I thought I was gonna die right then and there, so I drew my pistol and I fired. It was a 16-year-old kid. So now I'm on the phone with the ambulance, clutching this kid's hand, begging to get there faster. He ended up dying on the way to the hospital. The courts ruled that I wasn't responsible for that it was completely self-defense, but that wasn't completely true right there, because if I hadn't gotten sloppy and gotten seen, the kid would still be alive. The game suggests that more than 10 minutes per character needs to be spent on this portion. When we started our campaign, we made all of our characters, and I asked each of them these 8 sample questions to players. The simple act of thinking about these questions and answering them was the big moment for us. These characters really became useful to us, rather than just a bunch of stuff that was written down on a character sheet. And several deeper aspects of their personality and their life emerged from these questions. Well, wow, interesting. So I brought it up when I was doing my character backstory. Game Masters not conduct this portion. Be sure that you and all the players are completing what the answers are. Okay, with that, we have a completed code. Now that we have this, we have something that we can reference and use as we explore the game's combat, security, advancement. Even once a copy of this game, follow along and yourself. To download this character sheet, I will link in the description below. Okay, well, that's it for this episode. Hopefully it's been helpful for some of you out there. The next portion of the series, we're going to explore game mechanics with players. Hey, thanks for watching. If you enjoyed the video, please give me a thumbs up. If you want to see some more of my stuff, game reviews, how-tos, or even more of this series of cultivated loves, hit that subscribe button. If you got any questions about anything in particular, or requests, different things that we should cover here in this series, just hit us up in the comments below. Next time, gamers, you have a good day. You know, we'll have several different versions for all the different games that we've talked about over the years. I don't lie, this is the first time that I have felt really invested in my own backstory. I'm gonna be really cheesed off. We never get to find out just who in the hell is behind this conspiracy.
Why not?
We should be able to make this jump. Okay, that almost went terribly. I mean, it works out, and we also got a gun, so that's cool. Okay, let's not have that happen again. That would have been the biggest fall that I've ever had at that level. But anyways, we're just gonna go through some more guys, just like usual. We're ignoring them. They're not that cool. And we just have to go on these different platforms. So there's gonna be another one of these timed ones, along with these balls. I think I have to make that jump, and I don't even know how I did that. Okay, I wasn't sure if that was going to work, but thankfully it did. And now we're on to an auto-scroller. So with this auto-scroller, we kind of just have to wait for the train.
I already have like 7 hearts and 2 real stamina by now.
There's going to be a bunch of bats that are trying to hit us, but they're also terrible at their jobs. Kind of embarrassing. And there's also going to be this person who's drinking some sort of alcohol and probably shouldn't be operating the train. I don't know who hired this person, and I don't know if I feel safe going on this train ride with them. But to be fair, they only have to go straight forward. I just don't understand why they aren't getting hit by any of these things. Meanwhile, we have to dodge them all. I'm just a little jealous, alright? I'll admit it. Anyways, we should be at about the end of this train ride. We just have to take out a couple more of these bats. There's gonna be some people who jump out of, like, the fire, or maybe they were in the train, and we have this electricity to go through. And now, at this point, what I do want to do is throw myself in the fire. Because we have a revival potion, it actually will be faster to just tank all of this damage, then wait out the train because it takes so long to move. So yeah, that was a pretty long section done, and now we just have to make it through some more people. Like that guy, he had a shield, and I also couldn't jump in the air, so I just decided to use one of my charged attacks. We can also go take another one of these revival potions, which is actually really nice, because